Hi guys, do you also get confused while using tenses? You also don't know which tense to choose or where to use them correctly? Then this video is for you. In the next 30 minutes, your all doubts, confusions will be gone. So watch the video till end. I have given the link of a worksheet also in the description box. So go and do check it out right after watching this video. So without further ado, let's start the video. So as you can see here, what we are going to do here, we are going to see the definition, we are going to see the types of tenses, then we will see formations, and at the same time we will be understanding tenses through some examples. So let's get started. So as we all know, tenses are of three types. First is past, present, then future. Past, that means the work which is done. Present, that means the work which is going on. Then future, when the work will be starting up. Okay, so this is the basic meaning of all the three tenses. Now let's see what is the definition of tenses. Tenses are the form of verbs to express the time of an action or state of being. So basically, what are these? Tenses are form of verbs. So basically, it is the importance of verb and what kind of verb will be used in which tense. It is the main thing. And why it is main thing or the important thing? Because it expresses the time of an action, and basically in tenses we try to learn when the action is done. Okay, so and or the state of being, that means we come to know about the status of the work, if it is done, if it will be done in the future, or if it is going on. So this is the definition of tenses. And further, each tense is divided into four parts. Okay, so and I would suggest you here to learn all these four parts in the correct order only. Then only you will not get confused, and if in a sequence you will be learning all the structures, all the things, then it will be very easy for you. So first is simple or indefinite tense. Before that you can add present, past or future as per the requirement. So if it will be if we start with present, then it will be present simple or present indefinite. Then second will be present continuous, third will be present perfect, fourth will be present perfect continuous, and so on for the other two tenses. Okay, so up till now we have seen the three type of tenses: past, perfect, future. Then we have seen the definition for which thing we use the definition or tenses are used. We saw that, and after that we have seen that there are four parts for each tense: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay, now let's start one by one the tenses and their parts. So first we will start with present simple. Okay, present simple, as you can see, there are three parts in which I have divided this tense. So first we will see the usage, then we will see the structure, and then examples. So let's start it. Present simple, if I talk about the usage, first it is used for habitual action. Okay, if somebody does one thing every day, so it can be can be understood as the habit of someone. So if we talk about habitual action, then we use present simple. Then after that we can use this tense for universal truths also. So universal truth. And then if we talk about any general statement, then also we use present simple. And as far as the structure is concerned, with I, we, you, they, the structure will be subject plus V1 plus object. But if it is third person, then he, she, it, any name, we will be using s or es with our verb, then we will be writing our object. For example, if I take the first kind of structure, I play badminton. Okay, so V1 is used here. If I take third person here, he plays badminton. Okay, so such is the structure for third person. Okay, now let's see present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, where do we use it? When an action happens at the time of speaking. Structure will be subject plus ismr plus V1 plus ing, because ing shows the continuity, then we will be using our object. For example, I am playing badminton. Okay, so that shows that the action is happening now, that I am playing badminton. And sometimes it also happens that present continuous is used when the action is not happening at the time of speaking, but we can say that the progressive or the progress is there of the work. That's why we say this tense as present progressive also. So the work is going on, but not necessarily at the time of speaking. Now let's see present perfect. Present perfect, that means at present, when we see that the action is just finished. Okay, so action is completely done at present. Just now it has finished. For example, before that we see the structure. It is subject plus, as it is perfect, so whenever we have perfect in our tense, so the helping verb will be has have plus V3 plus object. Okay, and we say past participle to our verb's third form. So now the example will be I have played badminton. Okay, so this is the sentence according to our structure. So the action that has just perfectly finished. Now let's see present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense usage will be action is continuing and will be finished at some point. Okay, so according to perfect, what will be there? Subject, the structure will be subject plus has have, These are our helping verbs. Then one more helping verb, been. Then as continuous it is there, so V1 plus ing. Then the time expression like since or for, then our object will come. Okay, so the example can be, I have been playing badminton for 10 years. Okay, so this is the usage or the example and the example of present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Now let's see the past tense and start with past simple. As I have told you that all these tenses, try to learn them in the order. Past simple, it's obviously it is very simple. Why? Because usage is action got started in the past and finished also in the past. Okay, and we can say that it has nothing to do with present time. So everything is there in the past. That is past simple. Structure is subject plus V2 plus object. For example, I played badminton. Okay, now let's see next. Past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, an action happening in the past. Okay, so obviously if the action was continuing up in the past, so it got started also in the past. So here what is important? The action that was continuing up in the past. So continuously the work was going on in the past. The structure will be subject plus was verb plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, and these are the helping verbs of continuous tense. Past continuous tense, if the subject is singular then use was, if the subject is plural then use were. For example, I was playing badminton. Okay, now next is past perfect tense. Here past perfect tense is used for one very important thing when we talk about the two actions and one action happens before the other action. Okay, for example, I'll tell you, but before that we say that the action that got perfectly done in the past. Structure will be subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Here, as I was telling you about the one action happening after the other. So, for example, when I reached the station, the train had left. So here first action, it is in simple past, and the other action had left. First action is till here and second action is here. So had left is past perfect and this first part is in simple past. Okay, and if I talk about this example which we are having, so I had played badminton when the other players came. Okay, so one action is happening before the other. Now next is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense, when action started in the past and as it is continuous, so it continued up in the past and ended up also in the past. Okay, so the structure will be subject plus had plus been. So here we have two helping verbs here, one after the other. First is had, then we have been. Then to show continuous tense, we will be using V1 plus ing plus since for, then our object. For example, I had been playing badminton since 2020. Okay, so this is the basic difference between present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous, the work is still continuing up and maybe at the point it will be finished. But in the past perfect continuous tense, everything is perfectly done in the past. Okay, now let's see future tense. Now, future simple. That means usage and action will be performed in future. The structure will be subject plus will plus V1 plus object. I will play badminton. Okay. Now next is future continuous tense. What is the usage of future continuous tense? Okay, let's see. The action that will be continuing up in the at one point. Okay, and the structure will be subject plus will be plus continuous, that means V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, and the sentence will be, the example will be, I will be playing badminton. Okay, so at one point the work will be continuing up in the future. Now next is future perfect. Okay, so it means an action that will be perfectly done in the future. An action that will be perfectly done in the future. So here it is the basic difference between future continuous and future perfect, that for future continuous we are talking about the action that will be continuing up in the future, whereas in the future perfect we talk about the completion of work that will happen in the future, obviously. Okay, now the structure will be, it is subject plus will plus have, then verb's third form, that means past participle, then object. Okay, now let's see the example. I will have played badminton. So here I am talking about the completion of work. Okay, now next is future perfect continuous tense. Now what for we use future perfect continuous tense? Okay, let's see. To show an action that will continue until a specific point in future. Okay, so this is the use of future perfect continuous tense, an action that will continue until a specific point in future. So till that moment the work will be going on continuously, it will be going on and will be perfectly done at one specific point of time in future. Now let's see the structure of this, and it is subject plus will plus have. Why? Because perfect is there, so has, have would be there, and in future we use have. Will have, then other helping verb will be here. This is been, will have been, then continuity, continuous tense is also here. So for that V1 plus ing, then time expressions like since or for according to the sentence, since for, then object. Okay, now let's see the example. Example is, I will have been playing badminton for 3 hours. Okay, so here we can see that the action will be perfectly done at a specific point in future, but it is continuously going on as before it gets finished, it is continuously going on. Okay, so that's it for this video. I have told you, I have discussed with you everything about tenses, so you have now the basic understanding about this topic tenses, what for we use any particular tense, what are the structures you can learn from here, and examples you can make by your own. And as I have told you that there is a worksheet also, solved worksheet also there in the description box made for you, so go there and check it out. And there also you can test yourself, you can check your understanding as per this video, or after seeing this video what is your understanding. You can solve that worksheet by your own. You can come back there and you can see how many answers are correct in your worksheet or when you solved the worksheet, and and you can tell me the score of yours in the comment box so that I can also understand that what is your understanding about this video. And do tell me if you want other videos also in the on the same topic, and what kind of things are there in which you face problem. Okay, so you can share anything which you feel like to discuss in the comment section about this topic, and what kind of topics are there in which you face problem other than this topic tenses. Then also you can share these things with me in the comment section. Okay, if you have liked this video, share it with your friends. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe it. So like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.